相信我可以，有目标就往上爬。你相信你可以，勇敢地往前冲吧。有想法就有办法，有办法就不用怕，我们一起到达，是 No.1， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量，我们一起到达。强大的企业家，超越表现的力量。我相信我可以，有目标就往上爬。你相信你可以，勇敢地往前冲吧。有想法就有办法，有办法就不用怕，我们一起到达，是 No.1， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量，我们一起到达。强大的企业家，超越表现的力量。我相信我可以，有目标就往上爬。你相信你可以，勇敢地往前冲吧。有想法就有办法，有办法就不用怕，我们一起到达。
Hi, good morning, everyone. Wow, welcome to the Facebook Live on techniques to solve tax audit issues. Yes. Thank you so much for joining so early. We are going to start at 11 o'clock. Yeah, we are going to start at 11 o'clock sharp. And today I'm going to share another secret. Yes, another technique to you on how to solve tax audit issues. Now, I can see right now people are all coming in. There are more and more people coming into this Facebook Live right now already. Yeah, and I know you're eagerly waiting for this to start. Don't worry, it's just a few more minutes. In just a few more minutes at 11 o'clock, we are going to start our Facebook Live on Secrets Revealed, Techniques to Solve Tax Audit Issue. And today, we are going to talk about stock purchase. Yes, we're going to talk about stock purchase here. Now, if you are joining us for the very first time, yeah, I think you would probably be aware that, I mean, you're probably not aware that this is already like episode 13. Yes, this is already episode 14, sorry. This is episode 14, you know. That means we have already have 13 episodes which we have done previously, you know, 13 episodes that we have done previously. But don't worry, even if you have missed the previous episodes, you can always go to my Facebook page. Go to my Facebook page, that is Tax Guru Zen Chow, and you will be able to find all the previous 13 episodes in the videos section. Yeah, in the video section. But now those who actually join us for the very few for a few times already, now stay tuned, don't go anywhere. But I want you to help me do one thing. In just a few more minutes, we're going to start wrap. Please help me do one thing, that is to share this Facebook Live out. Yes, share this Facebook Live out with your friends, family, business partner, business associates. Very simple, by just clicking the share button. Yeah, if you're seeing this from a phone, at the bottom of the screen, you will find that share button. Just click that. Yeah, if you are seeing this from a computer, you will also find that share button. Please click that share button so that you can share this out with your friends, family, business partner, business associates, and they can learn these techniques, these secrets together with you. All right, so share this out, and I will see you at 11 o'clock later. Yeah, in just a few more minutes, I'll come back again, and I will see you at 11 o'clock. All right, I'll see you then.
我相信我可以，有目标就往上爬。你相信你可以，勇敢的往前冲吧。有想法就有办法，有办法就不用怕，我们一起到达，是 number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量，我们一起到达。Number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量。我相信我可以，有目标就往上爬。你相信你可以，勇敢的往前冲吧。有想法就有办法，有办法就不用怕，我们一起到达，是 number one， 相信。
All right, I think we have to get things started. It's 11 o'clock already, and I know many people are eagerly waiting for this to start. And wow, I can see right now, let me just adjust a bit. I can see right now there are 80 over people, close to 100 people already who are already tuned in to this Facebook Live, waiting for this to start, right? Waiting to learn techniques to solve tax audit issue. Now, of course, I would have to greet everyone. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this Secrets Revealed series, Techniques to Solve Tax Audit Issue. Now, to those that have just joined us, now today I'm going to reveal another secret, and this time I'm going to talk about stock purchase. Yes, this episode 14, I'm going to talk about stock purchase. But I know some of you may probably say, hey, stop episode 14 already. I know I've just joined for the very first time. Now don't worry. If this is your very first time joining us, and you say, I already have 14 episodes, right? So the previous 13 episodes, I've missed all of them. Don't worry about that, because all the previous 13 episodes are in my Facebook page. You can just go to my Facebook page, that is Tax Guru Zen Chow. Go to the video section and you will be able to see, you'll be able to see all the previous 13 episodes in the video sections, and you can see all of them. But of course, live session is always better, right? Because over here, I will be able to answer to your questions. When you have questions, I'll be able to answer to your questions, because today we're not just going to talk about secrets, we're not just going to reveal techniques, and I would be also be answering to your questions. So feel free to put in your questions into the comment box. Feel free to put in your questions into the comment box so that I can answer to your questions. Now, for those who have just joined me, right, I hope you help me do one thing, one very important thing over here. That is to share this Facebook Live out. You know what? It is not often that I share, my secrets to you. So share this Facebook Live out to your friends, your family, your business partner, business associate. It's very simple by just clicking the share button. If you are viewing it from a phone, at the bottom of the screen, you will see the share button. Please share that out. If you are viewing it from a computer, you would also find that share button. Please click that share button. Or if you say you have any friends or that you want them to come in and learn these secrets, these techniques to solve tax audit issue together with you, tag their name right now in the comment box so that they can come in and learn this together with you. All right, so let's get things started. Now, I know now we have more than 100 people already. We have more than 100 people. Can I just ask, you see, this is what I always say. Whenever I do a Facebook Live, it will be pretty boring. It will be pretty boring if I just speak alone, right, in front of this camera, in front of this computer. So I would hope, things to be more interactive. So what I want to first ask you one very simple question is that, how many of you here actually join us for the very first time? Now, if you're joining us for the very first time on this Secrets Revealed series, can you just put one? Just put number 1 into the comment box. Put number 1 into the comment box so that I know you're joining us for the very first time. Now, can I just see how many of you here join us for the very first time? So that I know. Just put number 1. Just put number 1 into the comment box so that I know you're a first timer. Wow, I can see people responding already. Like I see Fakria alias. I see Michelle also a first timer. Right? I see people responding because these are the first timers, right? Cool as well is a first timer. I see Kelly's Young also first timer. Welcome to my Facebook Live. I hope you really can learn something. For Grace Chan as well, Wong Yu Kai. Well, it looks like we have a few first timers today as well. All right, now, if this is your very first time, you probably don't know who I am, right? All right, so let me just tell you, my name is Zen Chow, and people call me the tax guru. People call me the tax guru of YYC. But well, that's just what people call me. The fact is that I'm actually the tax director and also, of course, the head of tax of YYC Group. Now, you probably then now ask, who is YYC then? Now, let me just do a very brief introduction of YYC in case you don't know who YYC is. Now, YYC is actually an accounting and advisory firm. And we were established since 1974. Since 1974, our brand promise is to empower entrepreneurial success. Now, but to do all these, of course, we have our vision and mission, right? Our vision here is to be the number one world-class accounting firm in Asia. And our mission is more important. We want to inspire everyone, including you who are watching Facebook Live right now. We want to inspire you as well to overcome your odds, unleash your potential. More importantly, find fulfillment in life. All right. Now, I said our YYC's brand promise is to empower entrepreneurial success. But to do that, we have to uphold three very important promises. First, to share expertise. Now, why do we want to do Facebook Live today? Why do we want to share with you techniques, secrets, to solve tax audit issues? Because this is our brand promise. We want to share our expertise with you all, right? And we want to give you the most proactive care. Now, not normal care, yeah? It's proactive care, because we want all our clients to have the most positive experience ever. Yeah, so these are our brand promises. Now, you probably think, YYC is probably just a normal accounting firm out there, yeah, just like any other accounting firms out there. But no, that's not right. Because you see, a normal accounting firm would only have compliance services. But in YYC, we have much more than that. Yeah, we also have advisory services as well. Yeah, like share structure, strategic planning, restructuring, and even the very latest hit topic right now, cloud and digital transformation. Yes, we do these as well. We also have our very own business school, right? That means we hold a lot of workshops, right, from time to time. Yeah, we have a lot of seminars held, and we also do global business services for our international clients, like outsourced accounting, outsourced bookkeeping, outsourced payroll. Now, YYC is established since 1974, right? Like I said, therefore, we are turning 47 years old this year, yeah? And we call ourselves an international firm because we don't just have presence in Malaysia, we also have presence in Singapore. We have more than 800 employees, more than 20,000 clients, and we've trained more than 130,000 participants through all our workshops because we have done more than 5,000 workshops. All right. Now, these are all the awards given to YYC throughout all these years, yeah? And like I say, because we are an international firm, we don't just have presence in Singapore, we also have presence we don't just have presence in Malaysia, we also have presence in Singapore as well. Of course, in Malaysia, our headquarters is in Kuala Lumpur, right? We have branches in Johor as well, and in Penang as well. Now, whenever I come to this part, yeah, I always like to be more interactive with all of you, because you see, the whole idea of Facebook Live is to be interactive, right? Is to be interactive, isn't it? So I want to, ask you all, yeah, like, where are you from actually? Where are you from? Can you just tell me which state, which town, or which city are you from? Yeah, maybe you can just tell me, if you're from KL, you can be more specific and tell me which area are you from if you want to. Let me just see, engage. More than 100 people right now are viewing. Where are you from actually? Which state, which town, which city, or even which area, right? If you're telling me you're from Kuala Lumpur, you can be more specific and tell me which area are you from. Yeah, just let me have a look. Yeah, where are you from? Just put it. Okay, as usual, Richard Lyon is always very quick. Is always very quick to tell me he's from Cheras. He's from Cheras, KL. And Richard Lyon says this is his 14th time. Yes, because we are at episode 14, right? Because we were at episode 14, so this is his 14th time. Yeah. All right. I see Koo has responded. Koo says it's from Malacca Tengah. Okay. All right. So Malacca Tengah is central Malacca, is it? Is that where it is? Yeah. And where else? Oh, I have people from Pudu. Hong Wei from Pudu. That's where our headquarters is. And then we have J.K. Leung from Skudai. We have Tren Hong from Puchong. Wong Yu Kai from Penang. So we have someone from the south, from the north already. J.K. Leung is from the south, Wong Yu Kai from the north, right? And then, of course, we have people from the central, like Malacca is from central. Right, looks like today we have good mix also. Oh, Grace is from Bandar Sunway. Oh, that's even more very specific, very specific. Bandar Sunway, Grace, yeah. Okay, so looks like we have people from the north, from the south, and also from the central, yeah, like Christine is from Georgetown. Okay, I know. Today, all of you here are not here to tell me where you are. I know. You are not here to come chit-chat with me. You don't want to come here and just tell me where you are, like you cut from Ipoh. Okay, I've seen all your response. I can see all your response. Now, you come here today because you want to learn the secrets, right? You want to learn how to solve tax audit issues, isn't it? Yes, I know that. And therefore, today we're bringing to you episode 14 on how to solve tax audit issues. And we are going to reveal our secrets. Now, let me tell you, it's not often that I always do this, right? But right, I'm going to tell you what is the case, right, that we have encountered. How did we help our client to solve it? And I hope this is something that you learn and you can also do something in future. And today is episode 14, right? In case you say, hey, what happened to the previous 13 episodes? Don't worry. Always go to our video sections, which is in my Facebook page, Tax Gurus and Chow. You will be able to find all the previous 13 episodes in the videos section. Okay, now, so today, episode 14, we're going to talk about stock purchase. Yes. Now, stock purchase. I know those who do trading, right? Those who do trading, yeah, you will know, hey, I will purchase stock and then I will sell my stock, right? Right. I think that is pretty common, isn't it? Right? Buy stock, sell stock. It's very common. Yeah. And but the thing is, does it, well, every time you buy stock, would it be tax deductible? Would it be any issue? Now, we have a client, right, of which they have purchased stock, and when they got audited by the Inland Revenue Board, yeah, they encounter an issue. They have a problem with the deductibility of the stock purchase. So now let's look at what is the general principles here. What are the general principles of deductibility? Now, as usual, those who have joined me for a few times, you will know, yeah, we always look at Section 33, Sub 1, right? Subsection 33, bracket 1 of the Income Tax Act 1967 to determine whether an expense is deductible or not deductible. Yeah, we always do that, right? So what are the general principles over here? First, it must be incurred. It must be incurred during that period, right? It must be incurred, right? Cannot be a provision, cannot be an estimate, yeah? It must be incurred. That means your purchase must be an obligation. You must have obligation to pay already, incurred, eh? Second, it must be an outgoing and expense, yeah? Outgoings and expenses. So, well, purchase, well, definitely is an outgoing, is an expense, right? Because you need to pay, right? After you have purchased something, you need to pay, right? So, well, somehow it satisfies Section 33. It must be wholly and exclusively for business. Now, when you buy stock, yeah, when you buy anything, it must be for your business purpose, yeah. If it's for your business purpose, it is wholly and exclusively for business, then, well, it satisfies another criteria of Section 33. It must be revenue in nature. Now, people say buying stock sounds like buying an asset. Well, but it's a circulating asset. It's your circulating asset, right? So when you buy stock, you will resell your stock. So it is a circulating asset. It is revenue in nature. You don't keep the stock for very long. It's not a long-term asset. It's not a fixed asset, isn't it? Right? So buying stock would also satisfy this revenue in nature, yeah? And it must be in the production of gross income. Yeah, when you buy something, it must be for you to generate more sales. But of course, if you buy stock, it is for you to generate sales, right? Only when you have purchased the stock, you can resell the stock to make sales, isn't it? So buying stock is in the production of gross income. No problem with that, yeah? So it looks like stock purchase fulfills all these, right? Fulfills all the criteria under Section 33. And also remember, yeah, even you have fulfilled the Section 33, please, it must not be capital in nature. It must not be capital in nature, because only when some purchase is revenue in nature, right, that satisfies Section 33, which is relating to performance of your profit earning operations, like stock in trade, for example, circulating capital. So that would be deductible, right? That would make it deductible, yeah. But if it's capital in nature, you buy a fixed capital. It's not a circulating capital. You buy a fixed capital. It has an enduring benefit, yeah. It has an enduring benefit, enduring in nature, yeah. Then that is capital in nature and it's not deductible. But, well, purchase of stock shouldn't be a capital thing, right? It shouldn't be a capital expenditure. It should be a revenue in nature thing, right? Now, but what happened to our client? I told you, right? We will always share a case. We will always share a case with you and tell you what happened to this issue. You know, what happened to our client? How did we help the client? What kind of techniques have we used to help our client to solve this issue? Now, let's look at the background of the case. We have got this client who has purchased stock. Yes, purchased stock. Now, what is the background over here? Our client is an exporter. Is an exporter of lifts and elevators, yeah. And our client has purchased, of course, spare parts. Yeah, spare parts to these client is stock, because they are exporters of lift and elevators. So they will also sell spare parts. Yeah, they will also sell spare. These spare parts are not for them to keep for long. Yeah, it's not their fixed asset. Yeah, they will buy spare parts and they will sell the spare parts. Yeah, so, well, it seems like okay. Now, so what happens here is, whenever our client purchase spare parts, yeah, from China or from any supplier, this is how they record it. Now, those who do accounts, would understand this better. Those who doesn't do account, bear with me, I'll explain further to you. This is how they record it. They would debit it into stock or deposit or prepayment, right? And then, of course, if they have to pay cash, right, they will credit bank, because if they have made payment, they will pay credit bank. But if they if they are still owing, yeah, if our client is still owing the creditor, they will credit the trade creditor or trade payables over here, right? So it depends on whether they pay or they are still owing the creditor. If they're owing, then they will credit trade creditor. If they're paid, they'll credit bank. But the debit side, yeah, the debit side of the entry, yeah, is that they will debit either stock or deposit or prepayment. Why? Yeah, because to them, yeah, they say this is actually, still in my, it's either already in my stock, right? Or it is still a prepayment because I've not received a stock. But what happened next is that this is what our client do. Whenever there is a sales, right? Whenever there's a sales, that means after they have purchased this stock, if they manage to sell it, they will reverse the stock, deposit, or prepayment accounts. They will reverse it. They will reverse these accounts by doing this entry. They would then debit it into the purchasers account. They will debit into purchasers account. They will reverse out the stock, deposit, or prepayment accounts because these are in balance sheet, right? Stock, deposit, prepayments are in balance sheet. So they will reverse the balance sheet entry. They will put it into their profit and loss account, into their income statement. So they will debit the purchase, credit the stock, deposit, or prepayment whenever they have sales. So of course, then they will record the sale, they will credit the sales, then they would debit either trade debtor or bank. If the customer is still owing the money, they would debit the trade debtor or trade receivable. But if they have received money, they have received cash, they would debit bank, because money goes into the bank. So now it looks like okay. Now those who do account, it sounds okay when if you debit your stock, deposit, prepayment first, and then when you say this is purchase, then when you debit the purchase, it sounds okay. But of course, some people would just debit purchase straight away. Once they have purchased stocks, they'll debit their purchase straight away. Okay, now, but this is what our clients has done, and it sounds okay. It sounds okay. However, sometimes this is what happens. Our client will forget. Our client has forgotten to do reversal for some stock purchases. Now, you see, when you purchase stock, right, you put it into your balance sheet. You did not put it under your P&L. That means that it's not charged out to your profit and loss account. Therefore, right, if my client forgot, right, they forgot to reverse at the point of sales, then there will be no purchases, there will be no expenses in the profit and loss account, right? In the income statement, in the profit and loss account, there will be no expenses because they have forgotten to reverse some of the stock purchases at the point of sales. And when they realize that, hey, I've forgotten, what they do is they will reverse all the purchases in bulk. That means that after they found out that, hey, so there's so many stocks that I've already sold. Actually, I've already sold them. I've already done this entry, credit sales, but I have not reversed it. So, now it's accumulated already. I reverse everything in bulk, right? Using one journal entry after the sales have been completed for some time. That means the sales have happened for some time, but then only they realize they have not reversed it. Then they use journal entry to reverse it. Now, this is an issue. Because when the Inland Revenue Board comes in and check, these are the issues. These are the issues raised by the Inland Revenue Board. They say, I suspect these purchases, of which they forgot to reverse they forgot to reverse it back to purchases. They only reverse it after some time, after they have sold the goods for some time. Then only they use one bulk entry, then one journal entry, and they reverse everything in bulk. Right? IRB says, I suspect these purchases from China are fictitious. They say, I think it's not there, right? Why? They say, because hey, you have already made your sales earlier, and then you should have already done your purchases long time ago. You should have purchased first. You should have the purchases entry first before you sell, right? Before you sell. How can you now say, hey, there are a lot of stocks that I have already purchased last time. I forgot to reverse it. I already sold them, long time ago. So now I do this journal entry and record back my purchase. They say, I think you are only doing a journal entry to mark up your purchase. This is what the IRB says. They say, I think you reverse the entry to just mark up the purchases, just to push your purchases higher, right, to have more expenses to reduce tax. They think these purchases are fictitious. And they say, if that's the case, it's not even incurred exclusively in the production of gross income. They say, you are only reversing it on your own, right? There's no real purchase. So I don't think this is a expense at all. It's not incurred in the production of gross income. And what happened? They disallowed the whole amount. They disallowed the whole amount of the stock purchase adjustment. That means that journal entry, the journal entry of which our client do, all right, of which they reverse the purchase, right, from stock, right, into the purchases in bulk, all the bulk purchase, they put it back into purchase, right. That adjustment journal entry, IRB says, no, I disallowed this expense. Right? Even though after you have done the adjustment, it goes to expenses, right? I said this expense is disallowed. So what happened? Look at this. This is what IRB says. This is a real thing. This is a real thing. They say, you see, semakan di dalam ledger terdapat dua transaksi diragui. The journal entries of which our clients reverse it in bulk. These two journal entries are 42,000, 18,000. They say LHDNM, the IRB, tidak dapat mengenal pasti kos pelian tersebut, right? Digunakan bagi pelanggan atau jualan berkaitan. They say, you will reverse right now. And you said this was so long time ago. Now only you go and reverse. I cannot see the linkage. I don't think this is true, right? And therefore, these two journal entries are 42,000, 18,000, right? They say, tidak dapat mengenal pasti kos pelian, right? And added back. 60,000 all added back. And not just this year, not just for 2015, 2017 also the same. They say, right, terdapat tuntutan belian sebanyak at least 3,000 diragui. They say diragui. They say, this thing, this stock is supposed to be in, but you only reverse it in 2017. You only reverse it later, right? Menimbulkan keraguan dan pihak lembaga hasil tidak dapat membuat padanan dengan jualan. He said, I'm not able to match. He said, you are supposed to purchase first before you sell. But now you said these things have been so long time ago. In October 2016, you have already sold it, but only in April 2017, you can reverse it. You say, I think this is something fishy, right? Tidak dapat membuat padanan, right? The IRB cannot do a matching, and therefore, added back. Right? Everything is added back. Wow. So, what have we done then? How can we help the client? They say, IRB doesn't agree, They say, this reversal, no, it's not an expense. But to our client, it is an expense. They have purchased the stock, they have made the sales, and now they have forgotten to reverse it earlier, and they only reverse it later. So IRB says cannot. So we go in, we appeal. Now we went in, we helped the client analyze, we appeal. So how did we do this? Now, what have we done? We proved to the IRB, we say, hey, all the purchases are genuine, all the purchases are genuine. And all these items, right, are actually sold as well. We have to show them that there was indeed sale, right? There was a purchase and there was indeed sale as well. And all these purchases are for the sales, right? They are all done for, they are all sold later, and they are all for the company sales. And if it is for company sales, it is incurred exclusively for the production of gross income, right? It is incurred for business purpose. And how do we substantiate further? We give them the stock list. Now we show to the IRB, look, these reversals are the stocks that are being reversed right now, right, into the purchase account, right, into the purchaser's account. We show them the stock list. These are the stocks, of which they have done reversal. And we also show them, right, all the sales invoices. Hey, these stocks have been indeed sold, right, have been indeed sold. All the importation, because it's from China, right, all the importations are there. There's K1 form to prove that these stocks have been imported and purchased from the overseas supplier. We show them the invoices from the overseas supplier as well, right? We try to match. Now, we try to do matching, We want to match the purchase with the sale. So how did we match it? We show the stock list. Now, like for example, you see this one, we show the stock list and hey, there is this item. See, okay, full height sensor, right? There's this item, there is this price. There is such purchase also, right? This purchase is from the supplier, right? From China, see, country of origin from China, right? They indeed purchase this item and you see the price is the same. The price is the same, 205, You see 205 in US dollar, So the stock list shows such stock. The invoice from the supplier also shows such stock, and the unit price, everything is there, right? It's there. And we also match this, we also match the purchases of the purchase and the stock list with the sales. That means, see, our client then sell to our customer, right? The client's customer. You see, it's sold, it's then sold, and there is the unit is there. So this is what we have done. We try to match it. That means we match the purchase, the stock list to the sale. And we say it is due to a delay. It is due to a delay of reversal only. It's not because there is no such purchase. The purchase is definitely there. The sale is also there. If there is no purchase, how can we do sale? We can't sell something if we don't have the item, right? We must be able to, we must buy something before we can sell. And therefore, we match. We try to do all the matching for all these items of which our client forgotten to reverse the entry later. And then, because of all these analysis, because of all this matching, yes, the IRB accepted it and dropped the issue. So what is the rationale behind? Why were we able to actually help the client to drop this. Yeah, it's because the purchases are indeed incurred wholly and exclusively in the production of gross income. If they are incurred in the production of gross income, it should qualify for tax deduction under subsection 33 sub 1, right? Under subsection 33 sub 1, they are supposed to be able to get claim deduction for this. Yeah, and the matching principle is very important because we use the matching principle to justify the purchases incurred. Yeah, you cannot have sale when you don't have such purchase. You can't just create the stock, from the sky, right? It doesn't drop down from the sky, right? You cannot just create it. So what happened is that they are supposed to buy something first before they can sell, right? If they don't buy something, they will not be able to sell. And therefore, we use this matching principle, we justified it to the Inland Revenue Board, right? And therefore, because our client has also reported all the sales in their tax return, so definitely not an issue to claim deduction for the purchases because these purchases are incurred to generate sales already, and they have reported all the sales. And because of this, the IRB accepted it and dropped the case. So what is our advice over here? So you see, whenever you do all these kind of entries that looks fishy, I would say looks fishy or looks suspicious, right? The first thing is that IRB will disallow, they will come in, they will disallow, they will say, hey, this is fictitious, this is wrong, this is not genuine, and therefore we disallow it. This is always what the IRB will do when they find something suspicious. So our advice here is first, do not ever commit fraud. Please, everything must be genuine, right? Don't do fake purchases, don't do fraud, and never ever commit fraud. And please ensure all your purchases have invoices. You see, if there are no invoices, we couldn't even do the matching. You see, we couldn't even do the analysis, we couldn't even do the matching to tell the Inland Revenue Board all these sales are from purchases, and we don't even have the documents to do so. So please ensure you have all invoices, and also ensure you have all the proof of payment, right? Like payment to creditor, like bank slip, your receipt, and your creditor statements of account. All these should be there, to prove that the sale and the purchases are genuine. Yeah, and of course, ensure your journal entry is supported with proper documentation. That means each time when you do any journal entry, please make sure you have all the documentations there to back your journal entry. Don't simply do one journal entry and you don't have a document, right? You don't have a document to prove why do you do such journal entry. So when you do the reversal or whatsoever, please have all your documentations ready to say, okay, the reason why I do the reversal is because of all these, and all these documents are there for cross-reference purpose. So make sure the cross-referencing is very easy for you to find out why is such journal entry being done. Yeah. So with all this, then we are able to solve this and argue with the Inland Revenue Board that this is genuine. All right, so because of this, we drop the case, and of course, we save the client a lot of tax and penalty. Yeah, otherwise the client has to pay penalty and more tax on this. Yeah, so what is our advice to you? Again, remember, I told you, right? Whenever the IRB, whenever the Inland Revenue Board comes and check and audit on you, if they find something suspicious, if they find certain entries are suspicious, wrong, or they don't agree, what they'll do is they'll say it is not genuine. They will say that this is fake. They will say this is fictitious, and the Inland Revenue Board will add back and ask you to pay more tax, more penalty. But don't be afraid, never ever be afraid and panic. If you know what you've done is actually correct, it's right, don't be afraid, don't be panicked. Don't just say, oh, IRB now asked me to pay more tax and penalty. I have no choice, I just have to pay, to close the case, I have to pay. No. We can solve this one. We can solve it. If you receive any tax audit letter, after the IRB has audited your accounts, have checked on your accounts, and they say this is wrong, that is wrong, don't be afraid, don't be panicked. Come to us. Bring that tax audit letter to us. You can show that tax audit letter to us, right, by just sending us a message, either to our YYC Advisors page, or go to my Facebook page, Tax Guru Zen Chow Facebook page. Drop us a message. Show us the letter. Like what are the findings from the IRB, and we can give you a complimentary online consultation to see how we can help you, because we want to help you to solve tax audit issues. That is our aim. Our objective here is to help you solve tax audit issues, right? Because we don't want you to pay unnecessary tax and penalty. So always remember, once you receive any tax audit letter, come to us. We will help you to solve it. All right, all right. Just send us a message. Drop us a message to either YYC Advisors Facebook page or to my Facebook page. That's Tax Gurus and Chow. Okay, so let's go into Q&A session. Let's go into question and answer session. I can see some people have already started asking questions. So let me just drink a sip of water and I'll come back to all your questions. Yeah. Okay, all right. So let me just pull back into this page in case you want to know. You know what is our Facebook page, right? Okay. Now, I have first question here from Pung Nider. All right, Pung Nider is asking this question, saying, okay, if we bought some gas tank to be rented to customer, only once a while we sell tank to customer. So the tank is considered capital in nature or revenue nature. If capital nature, is it better to capture as fixed asset? Well, Pung, if you say you buy gas tank, yeah, for your own use and you're gonna keep it for long, right? And you will only rent it out to your customer, right? I will say it should be your fixed asset. It should be your fixed asset. But you say once in a while you sell tank to customer. What do you mean by once in a while? How often? Now, if you say once in a while is really, it's not part of my business. Usually, I don't sell. Usually, I would not sell my tank. Yeah? I would not even offer. I would not even offer to sell my tank, to my customer. If you say that, then well, once in a while, if you have really sold, that is still capital in nature, lah. Yeah, your sale is still a capital receipt, yeah, capital gain, yeah. But if you say, oh, actually quite often also, even though I buy the gas tank to be rented, but then I will also sell it to my customer. I mean, if the customer wants, I'll just sell, then it's different already. Then it will be revenue in nature. So you really have to look at, when you say once in a while, how once in a while, and what is your real intention? What's your real business nature over here? Do you intend to sell, or do you actually don't intend to sell? You intend to keep it for your own. It's just that whenever the client really wants it, you will sell your asset. I mean, you can sell your fixed asset also sometimes, right? So it really depends on how it is. All right. But if you say your intention is just to use it for your own, it should be fixed asset. Okay. All right, next question here I have is from Vivian. Okay, so Vivian Lee says, the purchases mentioned then is not recorded correctly for YA, so need to do pindaan. Now, Vivian, this is how it is. Because our client, they do not want to capture the purchases yet until they make the sale, right? And to be honest, you see, to the Inland Revenue Board, actually they'll be more happy, they'll be happier if you record the sales purchase later, right? They'll be happier if you record the purchase later because you'll be claiming expenses later, right? So you see, doing this is okay. You record it as stock first, right? Or prepayment first, right? And then you only reverse it as purchases when it is confirmed. When it is confirmed that it is your purchase and you sell it, right? That is okay. You don't actually have to do pindaan. You don't actually really have to do pindaan. But the thing is, you need to be consistent and you need to always remember to do so. But in our client's case, they reverse it only much later, after they have sold, they didn't actually reverse it. And then until one point of time, they say, hey, I have a lot of purchases of which I have failed. I have forgotten to reverse. So then they only go and reverse it back. And that is what causing issue. That's what causing problem, right? When the Inland Revenue says, hey, your purchases sounds like a bit fictitious over here, and then they add back, right? But it can be solved when you have all the proper justification, proper matching. It can be solved. Yeah. All right. So no issue with this, Vivian. No need to do pindaan if it is reversed correctly. Okay. All right. Ong Lily is asking if paid by cash for purchase. Well, if paid by cash for purchase, you don't even have to, put it into. Well, if you pay by cash, also, it depends on how you record it, lah. Well, the only thing is that you would have no creditor, law. If you pay by cash, right, it's credit bank law. It's just credit bank. There's no credit, trade creditor or trade payables law. But the fact that you debit it into your stock, or prepayment, that could still happen. Sometimes you make payment, but I say this is prepayment only. I don't want to record it as purchase first until I confirm it's purchase, right? Then when I reverse it back, well, that could happen. So whether even if you pay by cash, this could still happen, right? The only thing is that you don't have a trade creditor, you don't have a paid trade payable. All right. Okay, I have another question from the other side. Well, the other side is from Carrie. All right, Carrie Lim is asking, if purchases overseas exhibition booth at Malaysia pay by cash, then they ship from overseas country, can entitle as purchase? Well, of course can, Carrie. Of course, no problem, Carrie. If you say this is a genuine purchase, right, from exhibition, and then they ship from overseas, right, you pay by cash. What is important over here is make sure you have proper documentation. Just let me show you a little bit there. What are the documentations that you should have when you purchase from overseas? This one, right? You must have payment proof. You must have payment proof that you have made payment, your receipt, for example. K1 form is very important. Please, a K1 form is very important because to show that your goods are shipped from overseas into Malaysia, please make sure you have K1 form, right? The import declaration form. You must have this to show that you have purchased, and of course, the purchase invoice should be there. Now, if with all these, no problem. You buy from the booth, from the exhibition booth, also no issue, right? Also no issue. You can still claim purchases, Carrie. Okay. All right, next question here I have is from Pung Nider again. Okay, Pung Nider is asking, how about if supplier billed us late and doesn't match to our sales period? Now, Pung Nider, if you say your supplier billed you late, that means they give you the goods, you have already sold it, but you don't have the purchases yet. Is that correct? That means you have sold it, the goods are with you already, you can actually make sales, but the bill has not come in, the bill is late because the supplier gave you late, right? Now, again, the issue is similar to our client. That would show you have made the sale, but you have no purchases, and the purchase come in later, right? The purchase come in later. But if you can have a good matching, if you can prove that, hey, this purchase is genuine, my supplier gave me the purchase late, well, it is a genuine purchase, and gave me the invoice late, and I have indeed sold the item. Now I can match it back. I can match it back with this invoice and this, the purchase invoice with my sales invoice. So the goods are there. Well, it's okay. You can still take it in as purchase even though it's later than the sales period. That means you record your sales first. You record your sales in the period where you have sold because you have already issued invoice for your sale. But the purchase invoice came in late. You will only record your purchase invoice later in the next period maybe. Yeah, so that is okay. That is okay as long as you can do the matching principle. So that is what I have been saying, right? The matching principle is there to justify your purchase. Okay, all right. Another question here is from Yen Tan. Yen Tan say, supplier issue invoice through company, but payment paid to personal account. Is it okay? Wow, Yen, this is something that I want you to be very aware, be very careful. Yeah, some people will do this one. Some people will say, hey, invoice is from the company, but when make payment, right? They say, okay, make payment to this personal account. They ask you to make payment to a personal account. Now, this is something that you have to be very careful. Yeah, if you have received an official instruction from the company. An official instruction from the company, that means the company sent you an official letter or sent you an official email, or in the invoice itself, it is already stated payment should be made to this account. It's already stated in the invoice. Let's say, that is okay. That is still okay. But if there is no specific instruction from the company, there is no instruction from the company to ask you to make payment to a personal account, and you go and make payment to a personal account, I tell you what, IRB would say that, hey, the invoice could be a fake one because you never make payment. And then you say, no, I made payment to this personal account. They say, this is a personal account. This is not the company's account. You're probably paying money to someone else for something else, not for the purchase. So you got to be very careful with this. Make sure you have an official request from company to ask you to pay payment. Then with all these proof, you can say, hey, I make payment. I really make payment to the company, but the company asked me to make payment into this account. I only follow instructions. Yeah. And of course, if possible, get a receipt. Get a receipt from the company also after you have made payment to the personal account. Then it will be very safe. All right. So that is what you should do, Yen Tan. All right. Okay. So looks like I have answered to all questions. So today we don't have a lot of questions, and I hope you really understand what's the concept for today. Yeah. The concept for today is that you always need to match. You always need to match your purchase with your sale. You cannot just simply say, oh, I have purchased. No need to show my sale, right? But that purchase could be a fake purchase already, right? Because after you purchase goods, after you purchase stock, you must sell them. You must sell them away. But if you cannot show that you have sold your stock away, right, then your purchase could be a fake one. You could have just, say I have purchased such thing, but actually you have not purchased it. Right, so this is the important thing. Yeah. So again, before I close this, right, it's already 41 minutes anyway. Before I close this, right, hey, I think I have something over here. Is it? Yeah. Okay. I think I've answered to this. Yeah, from Carrie. Okay. All right. So before I close this, just to let you know, that remember, if you receive any tax audit letter, don't be afraid, don't be panicked. Always come to us. Always come to us, right? Let us help you because we are here to help you to solve tax audit issue. Always send us your tax audit letter, drop us a message, right? And let us do a complimentary online consultation with you, right? Because we will then see if we are able to help you to solve tax audit issue. Don't be panicked, don't be afraid with the tax audit letter that you have received. Oh, one more question from Pong. Okay, I'll answer to this. I think this will be probably the last question that I'll answer. Then I'll close this. All right, Pong Nider says sometimes we buy back the items from customer, but customer never give us invoice. And then what can we do? Can the payment to the customer's bank account as purchased? We are retailer. Okay, Pong, I understand. Sometimes you would experience buying things from someone, but there's no invoice given to you by the seller. This is what I always encourage you to do. If you are buying something and you don't have an invoice from the seller, do a purchase order from your side. Do it on your own. Do a purchase order on your own and get the supplier to sign on your purchase order to accept or to agree that they are indeed selling this to you, right? They don't give you invoice, it's okay. You do a purchase order. You put in what are the things that you're buying, get them to sign, and this will be your invoice already. This will be your invoice already. And with the payment proof also, right? This will be a genuine thing because you have payment proof also, right? So this is what you can do, Pong. Okay. All right. Wow. There are more things coming in. Okay. Azlin Ahmad is asking, can I record as debit purchase credit bank if I buy stock? When sell to customer, just debit bank credit. This will be the most simplest way. This will be the standard way, Azlin. Yes, this is definitely correct. This is definitely correct. Most people would do this. Debit purchase credit bank. When you sell, credit sales, debit bank. This is definitely the correct way. But what happened to our client is that they do want the credit purchase first. They credit, stock, prepayment, deposits first, and they only reverse it later, right? Which then cause some problem, right? But that problem could be solved. Because we have done the matching. All right, so no problem, Azlin, can be done. Okay, Yen Tan is asking very good question. He say, if you're not your customer, is it FOC if I message you on FB? Now, Yen, if you receive tax audit letter, if you have received a tax audit letter, let me tell you, we will do a complimentary consultation for you first, right? We will see what is this issue all about. Complimentary, no charge, and then we'll see how can we help you. And of course, if you decide, okay, I want you to help us, right? I want you to carry on, talk to the IRB, talk to the Inland Revenue Board, discuss with them, use your techniques to solve, debate with them, argue with them. Then, of course, from there, we will quote you a fee. We'll quote you a fee on how much we will charge to handle the case. But for the preliminary consultation, that's free, right? But provided you have an audit letter, right? If you have an audit letter already, you come to us, we can look at the case. If you have nothing, right, you cannot just, keep on asking us things, right? Because this complimentary online consultation is really for those that have audit letter. If you have audit letter, we will do this complimentary for you. All right, Bintan, I hope I've answered to you, All right. Okay, so yes, Pung Nider, no worries, you're welcome, no problem. All right, so looks like we have answered. Oh, one more question from Sharon. Okay, wow. People are sending in questions when I say I need to close off. Okay, Sharon Koo says, can director take stock at cost from the company and sell it personally? The director will declare as personal income any issue. Now, Sharon, if you are going to take stock personally from the company, it will be deemed as a sale. Sharon, remember, it will be deemed as a sale. It means when you take the stock, it will be deemed as a sale from the company to the director at market price. Will be deemed as at market price, Then only the director will sell it personally. So this company would have to also record the sale as at market price. All right. So Sharon, please remember that. Okay. Milan6 Yo says, if I buy from Taobao or Alibaba, right, sell it, do not have K1 form, also invoice, how to key in as purchase. Now, Milan6, this is what I always say. Even if you buy stock from Taobao or Alibaba, you will definitely have document or transaction proof to show your purchase, right? It could be from online, just print them out or save it down, from online transaction record. Save that, print it out, keep it, that will be your transaction record to prove your purchase, because all these payment proof, your transaction record, these are proof of purchase. I know you don't have K1 form, but there will be a delivery consignment note to you as well, isn't it? When they deliver to you, you will receive a consignment note from your courier. Keep that also. Keep that also to prove that these things have been couriered to you, have been delivered to you, and you have that consignment note. Yeah, please have that to show that goods have been delivered, even though you don't have a K1 form. Because sometimes you say, oh, it's a freight forwarder that actually take the goods, so they have the K1 form. I don't. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, but keep the rest of the documents. Okay, wow, more and more questions coming in. Okay, answer two more. Answer two more, then we have to close this. Okay, Christine is asking this. Christine says, can we write the name and IC on PV when we don't have invoice? Christine, again, I would advise you to do a purchase order of your own, not just a PV, right? Right. If you want to do a PV, you got to put in more details on what have you purchased, and then the name and IC of the supplier, name and IC of the supplier, to show that they sell to you, right? But I would still prefer if you have a purchase order, right, Christine? Okay, last question. Grace Chan. Grace Chan is asking, can we issue CN straight away to customer if we buy back from them? Now, Grace Chan, CN credit note is only used when they return your sales, right? They return the goods to you. That is a sales return, that is not buying back, If you say you take it back and you cancel your sale, then CN is correct, right? Then CN is correct. But if you're buying back and you are not actually canceling your sales, that means you're buying it at a different price, then I would still prefer you use purchase order. Right? If they return the goods to you, right, because of damaged goods or what, or because they say I don't need that anymore, right, and you just reduce your sales value, that is okay. You can use it. But buying back things from them, usually I would say use a purchase order to buy back. That would be better. Okay, all right. So I have already answered to all questions, right? And I hope you have really, enjoyed this session. You have really learned something. Oh, Sam Ong is saying good sharing. Thank you, Sam. Thanks for your compliment. So I hope you have really learned something, and I hope you can really now know how to handle different types of audit issues. And always remember, if you face any audit case, don't be afraid. Come to us. We will help you to solve it, right? We'll help you to solve it. All right. So that's all for this time. And last but not least, remember to go to my Facebook page. That is Tax Guru Zen Chow. Yeah. Because over there, I have my all previous 13 episodes. This is episode 14, right? I have my previous 13 episodes all there in the videos section. You can go there and have and watch them, right, to get all this. But always remember to join our Facebook Live, which I will be doing almost every Friday at 11 o'clock. We'll be doing this, and please follow my page, right? Go there, like and share. Then most importantly, follow my page so that you get the first-hand information when we do our next live session on Secrets Revealed, Techniques to Solve Tax Audit Issue. All right, so thank you so much. Thank you once again. It's Friday, right? So have a good Friday. Have a great weekend ahead. And remember, stay safe, stay at home, right? And take care. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
我相信我可以，有目标就往上爬。你相信你可以，勇敢的往前冲吧。有想法就有办法，有办法就不用怕。我们一起到达，是 No.1，强大的企业家。 我相信。